check 1 2 1 2. Hey, it says I'm live. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Trying to see. Oh, there go my chats. I was trying to look for the chats, y'all. What up? It's your boy, the Newt. I don't even remember my name is. NetworkBruh. Let's see, do I even have that? Network. Back with another live stream. I've been, I seen some people in the ghost town that I call my Discord server that said, hey man, you need to start chatting again, or start streaming again. I was like, yeah, you're right. Let me get back on it. I'm gonna try to do something this week. I still have my equipment connected and stuff. I just got back into town literally last night. Actually, like this morning, you could say. So like 12 midnight. And went to work. It's after work, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm back with a live stream. So let me see if I can turn my damn camera on. Do I have, let me see. Let me see, y'all let me know if y'all can see. I don't know what happened to my camera there. I see y'all in the chat. Hold on, let me see what happened to my damn. That's the solo camera. Video sources, main screen here. I don't know why I can't see my damn. Maybe I gotta put that one in the back. Oh man. See, this is why I had to do a test stream, y'all. Y'all hit me in the chat if y'all can hear anything, if y'all can see anything. Because earlier, before I started streaming, I seen my camera and now I don't even see it. So, and I know it's on for sure. Let's see here. View in a web browser. Okay, let me see that. Let me take a look at that. I'm just gonna mute that though. Y'all hit me in the chat. Y'all can. Okay. Okay, I see that. It's been a minute since I streamed, y'all. Anyway, what I was gonna do is this Palo Alto lab here from the Dynamite store. If y'all want, I can send y'all a link on where you can get this and stuff like that. I'm not gonna power anything on here. I want to make sure that all of, you know, everything is everything here is all connected. Because right now I don't even see my damn camera. Before I started streaming, I seen the camera. Maybe I should unplug it and replug it. I don't know. Let's see, video capture. There it is, right there. Oh, okay. So here's what I could do. Let's change it to OBS and then change it to Pro. Close. There you go. I had to relaunch it for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, whatever. Let me put that right over. Hit me in the chat if y'all can hear me. I see one of y'all over there. Alright, yeah, we'll just move that to the side like so. Alright, cool. Perfect. I don't know what happened there. I guess, you know what? I tried to launch OBS, but I also have Streamlabs. Alright, let's power all of this stuff on. Here's what I'm going to do too. I am going to share where I got this lab from. It's a website called Dynamips, and you can find all kind of labs on there. So let me see. Mips lab, and then let me also launch Discord. Let y'all know I'm streaming. Dynamips.io. That's where you can get some of these labs and stuff like that. It's a pretty good website. They got a bunch of labs for CCNA labs, even G labs. They got a GNS they got a GNS3 lab. I didn't even know they had a GNS3 lab. But let me see. That's available for purchase too. $100. That's pretty cool. Let me put that in the chat for y'all, so y'all could, if y'all wanna get your own or whatever. Let's see. Can I even chat in here? Timestamps. Okay, I can turn that on. I see the participants. How do I even? I could change my title. Does it say? What? It says test stream. That's not what I wanted. Let's see what this stream is called. I want to see what this stream is called. Yeah, this is just a quick rundown. Viewer live stream. Let me see. I hope that don't say test stream. Okay, it does. All right, fuck it. Let me rename that because I know I changed it, man. Let's do that. Palo Alto basic implementation lab, and just say Eve. All right, let's see. What? I don't even know what stream this one is. I might have to change the episode numbers, because I used to keep a number of the episodes and stuff like that. So I'm updating the live stream name. I know I'm like on episode 160, something like that. Anyway, let me launch. Did I launch Discord yet? Don't think so. Let's see. Nope. All right, y'all see. I seem like a new streamer here, but I've been doing this for a minute. It's just been a minute since I've been streaming. That's the only issue here. So anyway, while the Discord stuff is coming up, I am going to put in the chat where you can get a copy of the lab. Let's see, that's Creator Studio. I don't think I could chat in there, could I? No, I don't think I could. I could schedule the stream. Let's see. That's my live dashboard. Let's see. Let's do live chat. All chats are visible. Okay. Okay, we're cooking with grease here. All right, so I'm gonna power all these bad boys on. We got a desktop PC here, we got the web management PC here, we got the Palo Alto firewall here, and we got a server. So let's go ahead and power these bad boys on. The reason why I'm doing some Palo Alto stuff now is because of my job. My actually, I wouldn't even say he tasked me to do it. I just kind of asked, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can get your feet wet with some firewalls and stuff, right?" Because I'm more inclined to do like access layer, distribution layer stuff, maybe some core switching and routing and stuff like that. But I haven't really dealt too much with the firewalls. We have a network architect guy at my job, and he deals with most of the firewalls and stuff. So, but we do have a project, a couple of them actually, that we're in line, because I don't know if you guys are familiar with the exploit that Cisco had of their firewalls, right? The ASA firewall specifically. There's several versions of the code that's been exploited, and basically a remote hacker can log into your ASA firewall and take control of it and just have access to your network. No bueno, right? So we had the option, or basically we could either upgrade the firewalls to the latest code or a patched code, I don't know, whatever it is, or just replace them all together. And we opted for the latter. So we're replacing all of our firewalls, our ASA firewalls, with Palo Alto firewalls. So I said, well, I might as well go ahead and get familiar with it. I kind of know a little bit about the GUI and logging in and creating maybe some rules and stuff like that, but implementing it from the ground up, I have not done that. And the project that I have to do, that I've been tasked with, is, so we have an ASA firewall that's connected to another ASA firewall, right? And they basically have not really a tunnel between the two. I guess it's like a direct. They're back-to-back firewalls, right? And they're doing some natting between the two routers, or the two firewalls. And our side, on my job, I need to replace that ASA firewall with a Palo Alto firewall. So that's what I've been tasked with. So I said, well, let me go ahead and just take the time to kind of learn some of the basics of building a firewall from the ground up. And I found this lab on dynamips.io. I'll put that in the chat whenever I get to the chat, if you wanted to kind of download this lab too. But anyways, dynamips.io, you go to that website, they've got a bunch of labs for EVE-NG, GNS3, etc., right? So let me see, I can view my live stream here, and then let me mute that, because on dynamips.io, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me or if you can't hear me either, because I've been having issues with that a while back too. Let me see, that's payment. So yeah, it's dynamips.io. I'm gonna put that in the chat for y'all. Let me see. Oh, that's a mute button. I see the chat in YouTube. I just don't see it in. Let's see. Got my. Okay. I don't see it in a Okay, yeah, I can chat here. I'll put it in the chat. There is the link to where you can get the lab and stuff like that. What I'm pissed off about here though is I cannot view or do my chats using the lab. You got Kevin Reed in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in, Kevin. Let me know if you can hear the stream or the sound effects and stuff like that, because I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure if half of this stuff working. I don't know if I'm just talking to myself or what. And I said, screw it. I'm just going to do some lab in here and stream while I'm doing it. There is the Discord server. So, streamer mode enabled. Okay, cool. I didn't see that there. All right, so we got Kevin H in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. We got two Kevins in the building, I guess. I got one of my boys, Kevin, who used to watch my stream too, who lives over here in Orlando. But he's not really like in the computer network. He was just, supporting me or whatever. Anyway, so if you guys are just tuning in, I'm going to be doing this Palo Alto firewall lab here, just because in my job I'm tasked to upgrade the ASA firewall to a Palo Alto. I don't know if you can call that an upgrade, but replace it really, because Cisco got hacked. Their firewalls got hacked. The code for it. This is the how do I call it? The directions for this lab. Let me see. I'm clicking there. Seems like everything don't want to work now that I'm streaming. Anyway, move that over to the side. All right. So first step here. They said they want me. If y'all want me to put that on the side, I guess I'll do that too. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that so that way y'all can see what I'm doing here. Let me grab the steps for it so y'all can see. Put that in the Cisco Labs folder. Let's see. EVNG Labs, Palo Alto, basic config, PNet Lab, and I think I put them all here. There we go. All right, so that's the first step, right? And power on those devices. We have the IP addressing guide right here. That's the PC. Which one is that? That's the client PC, right? He's going to be in this the zone called clients. This server is going to be in obviously the server zone, and then this is going to be the web management PC we're going to use to manage the Palo Alto firewall. Here's the addressing guide right here. Step by step, we already did this right here. Start all the nodes. We powered all these guys on. We know they're off when they're grayed out, right? Next step is to verify the status of devices. Devices need to have blue colors picture, which they are all. See, as you can see, this is blue, that's blue, that's blue. You can say gray and blue with the blue earth there, right? Next step is here to verify the config of the desktop PC. Double click into desktop PC, log in your terminal session. I don't think I need to do that, but let's do it anyway. Basically, you have to have some sort of, I guess you can RDP into this device. I use type VNC to log into the device, right? So, I think I placed it on my desktop. Where is it? Right here. And his name is, or his, not his name, but the port number is 30,001. So let's do that. And say 01. Connect. There's the PC right there. That's this PC right here, right? That's what I love about this. It's like super realistic. I put Windows, I think Windows 8 on here. They said they wanted us to verify the config for it. I don't know why. Oh, maybe it hasn't been configured yet. Select menu, system tools, and then mate terminal. I might not have that on here, but let's see. Log into this PC here. We got anti-win in the building. Yo, you know what? I know my coworker has the exact name as you, and I doubt that's him. But his name is Ty Nguyen, and he's from Vietnam. That's crazy. There's no way that this is you, Ty. Let me see. There's no way that's him, man. He don't even know I got a YouTube channel, so there ain't no way, man. Anyway, he got the same exact name as you. And he's the network architect of my job. He's the one that's typically responsible for all the firewalls and stuff. Don't send. Let's go to the desktop. There is no way. I promise you. His name is Tai Nguyen. He's from Vietnam. He got his 2 kids. Well, I don't want to give you too much information and dox him or anything like that. But your name is on Tai Nguyen, but I doubt that's him. But he got the same exact name. Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, all right. Nice to meet you too. I doubt that's him. He don't know I got a YouTube channel. That's crazy. You got the same exact name. But then again, that's a very common name in Vietnam, right? So, anyway, they said to go on to the mate terminal, which I don't think I have that on here. They just want me to verify the IP addressing on this thing, right? Let's go back to the desktop and just say, let's go to the CMD prompt, command prompt, IP config, and then his IP address is, he does not have an IP address, so we got to give him one. That's the issue. On here, okay, so y'all can see right here, he's got an IP address, right? It says 169.254, blah, 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 right? But that's what's called an APIPA address, which stands for Automatic Private IP Addressing. Basically, it's an IP address he gets if he does not have a legit one. It's called an APIPA address. Y'all put it in the chat if y'all remember what that stands for. Automatic Private IP Addressing, I believe it is. He got an automatic IP address, but it's not routable on the internet. It's not even routable, so that's why he got that. So basically, we got to give him the IP address of this right here, which was 10.1.1.2/24, and then make that his gateway address. So right here, he's going to be 10.1. So 10.1.1.2 is going to be the PC's IP address, and he's going to sit in that network. And his gateway is .1, which will be the firewall, right? But we're not going to use the terminal. I'm just going to use Windows to fix his IP address. That's why they got us to verify it, by the way. So we're going to go to change adapter settings. Right click that bad boy, properties. He said, nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you as well, man. That's funny though, that he got the same exact name as you. I'm like, there's no way this is Ty, man. He wouldn't clown me that I have a YouTube channel, but he'll just be like, he'll be kind of surprised, I guess. But that's funny. Okay, so his IP address is 10.1.1.2, and his subnet mask is /24, which is what, 255.255.255.0, and his gateway was supposed to be 10.1.1.1. We're not gonna put any DNS server or anything like that, so we'll just leave that as is. Click close. Identifying. Right, that needs to say, let's refresh, unidentified network. So now we can verify, go to command prompt and see what he gets, right? Go back to the command prompt, clear the screen, IP config. Now he got the IP address of 10.1.1.2. Okay, good. So he is configured. I don't think they want us to do that with the server. Maybe, let's see. Let's see what's the next thing they want us to do. They said verify the config of the desktop PC, which we just did. And then now they want us to do the same thing, I believe, with the server. But the server is a Linux server. Let's see. What does he have? Yeah. VNC 30,004. You know what? Let's see if he's actually a PC. I believe he's actually a PC that we can log RDP into. So let's go to type VNC again. That's the service, my bad. Where's the viewer? Oh, by the way, OBS crashed. That's probably why y'all couldn't see my video earlier. What is that? That's in this network, bro. Let me close this. And I need to close that, y'all. Let's see. Let me close this right here. This guy, I need to close that. All right. Bring the firewall back, which is right here. And okay, so they want us to verify. Let me move all this stuff over so y'all can see better. Let's zoom in here and then move that over that way. Let's just move everything over like this. That way. Oh, come on, man. Let's select everything. No, that ain't gonna work either. Let's refresh that way. And then, can we grab everything that way? I'm trying to move everything over, y'all. So that way, y'all can see everything. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then, can we put this there? Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. My face might be over the bottom page, but that's fine. So the next thing they wanted us to do is verify the IP addressing of the server. Let's go to type VNC viewer, and the server is 3000, port number 3004. Connect. There it is. It is a Windows Server PC. So we're going to go to Control Alt Delete. Come on, man. How do I send Control Alt Delete to this thing? There we go. Send Control Alt Delete. I know I got some other effects here. Let's see. Don't remember what the password is. Let's see. Hopefully it's admin. Nope. I might have to pull up. Let's see. I might have to pull up my passwords for this thing. Let me pull up to the side over here. Anyway, what are you guys up to? What are you guys studying for any certs, or anybody get any new jobs in the IT field, or heard anything recently other than the government shutdown and stuff like that? Come on, bring it up. Let's see, Palo Alto. We were looking for the IP addressing guide for this. I mean the passwords. I have them saved somewhere. I gotta give me a second. See if I can pull it up. Cisco. Is it under applications? I kept the passwords on the side somewhere. Here we go. Passwords. But this looks like the KimU password, so I have to move this over for y'all. Of course it wants to stay there. Stupid ass computer, man. We are looking for, looks like Windows Server password. Windows. Here we go. We got a bunch of them. That might not be it though, because this is the KimU passwords. I needed the passwords for everything else. Let's see. We got Foster in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in, Foster. I'm just doing a Palo Alto lab here because at my job they tasked me with replacing an ASA firewall with a Palo Alto firewall. So I said I'm going to familiarize myself with that, with Palo Altos and stuff. I mean, I kind of know how to go through like the menus and stuff like that. I'm going to say stumble my way through, but how to know some of the basics. But I'm just trying to start one from scratch here, configure one from scratch. I might have done like half of this lab before, but not from the very beginning like I'm doing right now, where I'm actually streaming it in front of y'all. Let's do this. Let's say passwords, because I have a list of all the passwords which I have to find. Let's see. I have a spreadsheet. I gotta find where that spreadsheet is. I might skip that one for now because for the server, all they want us to do is fix the IP addressing for that. Foster say just replace the ASAs with Cisco 3110s. Oh, nice. Let me ask you this: when you replace the ASAs, is it because of? Could you now? I told everybody why we had to replace it at my job. I want to see if it's the same reason why you replaced it. Why did you guys replace the ASA firewalls at your job? And it's more than likely the same reason why I replaced it, or we had to replace them. It's not admin. Apparently, it's not admin. Let's see. Lowercase admin, or is it no password? No, it's not. Let's see. That's not it. The reason why is because there is a list of all the passwords, and not only that, this is a server 2010, so I gotta find a list of passwords that I had. Let's see, maybe applications. Let me check my whole hard drive for that then. Let's see. Still searching, still searching. I got password recovery, admin passwords. This might be it right here. No, hell no, that ain't it. Okay, I got another one that says image and device passwords. This might be it right here. This might be it. Alright, y'all, I think I found it. I don't know where the hell I put that folder at, or this file at. Oh, it's the same as the other one. Let's see. Well, look at that, man. All right. Either way, it's the same password. We're logged into the server now. That's, I guess, a little bit of comic relief for you guys over there. So Foster, why did you guys replace the ASA firewalls? I'm gonna give you like 10 more seconds. And if you don't, I'll let everybody. I'll tell everybody why. I already told everybody why we had to replace them. I just wanted to see if it was the same reason why you had to replace them. Anyways, we got the server launching up here. We just needed to verify his IP address. Open network and sharing. His IP address is supposed to be 172.16.1.2, as you can see, right? He's .2 and he sits in the 1.0 network. Come on, Foster. All right, well, we had to replace him because of the, you said bugs. I guess you could say that. We had to replace him because of the, there was the exploit of the ASA firewall codes, right? So, there was pretty much an executive directive for all federal and local government agencies to replace their firewalls because of the attacks against Cisco firewalls. There was basically what you would call a 0-day exploitation. And here's the security advisory for it. Let me see, I'm pulling it up right now. This was actually identified September 2025, right? Let's see here. Identify and mitigate. I'll pull it over to the side so y'all can see real quick. We got Gonzalo in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. That's one of my day ones right there, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, though. Identify and mitigate potential compromise of Cisco devices, right? Here it is, emergency directive, right? We got like the background. CISA is aware of an ongoing exploitation campaign by an advanced threat actor targeting Cisco ASA appliances. The campaign is widespread and involves exploiting 0-day vulnerabilities to gain unauthenticated remote code execution on ASAs. Basically, a hacker can remote into the device and gain access to your network. And anybody who is running a specific, they got a list of all the codes that if you're running it, you might as well try to patch that firewall or replace it. And at my job, we decided for the latter to replace it with Palo Alto firewalls, since Palo Alto seems to be taking over the firewall game. And not only that, they're pretty intuitive. The GUI is super friendly. I don't want to say they're easy to learn, but yeah, they're pretty easy to learn, I guess. We're kind of going to demonstrate how to do some basic implementation on the ASA firewall here. For those of y'all that's just tuning in right here, he said that Snort was killing us. Oh, you're talking about the like the code for like what's that, like firewall management center, right? FMC. Yeah. Or is that like I think that's like a service for firepower, right? Snort. But anyways, for those of you that are just tuning in, we have the the Palo Alto firewall here. We have this desktop PC sitting in the client zone, this server, which we're gonna finish configuring in this server zone, and then we're gonna have this PC to manage this ASA Palo Alto firewall. I keep saying ASA. Where is that? This guy is the server right here. I was just gonna configure his IP address. We go to change adapter settings, right click, and verify he has that IP address, right? This IP address right here, 172.16.1.2. That's what he needs to be. We go to properties, and he has asking for an IP address through DHCP. And if we go to the actual command prompt, we'll see he probably has a 169 or 168 address. More than likely 169, right? And there you go, 169.254. So that means he does not have an IP address. We need to give him an IP address of 172. What he said, 16.1.2. So 16.1.2. I didn't know you can do the dots right there. I always spaced out over here. 255. God, see, 255.255.255, and his gateway is supposed to be the Palo Alto firewall. So his gateway is 172.16.1.1, right? Y'all see that? 172.16.1.1. We click OK, close, identifying. If we go back to the command prompt and say ipconfig, we see he got the address of 1.2. He got the gateway of 16.1.1, which we probably can't ping because we haven't configured the firewall yet, right? So let's try it anyway. Ping my gateway, no reply. So now we've configured the desktop PC, we've configured the server. I believe we got to do the web management PC. Let's see what they want us to do next. Next thing they want us to do is actually configure the firewall. So we need to access the firewall through the CLI. How do we do that? Same thing with type VNC, except his port number is 30,002, right? Let's close that guy, this guy, connect to 30,002. That should get me into the Palo Alto firewall. So I'm gonna close this guy real quick. Now I'm in the Palo Alto firewall. The login for it, I believe we can get that as well. Foster said, yep. Yeah, so those ASA firewalls, man, a lot of companies have been scrambling. Oh, there's another exploit that just happened last week. Can anybody guess what that huge exploit was? Which major company? Other than Cisco's ASA firewalls back in September 25. Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, another company got hit by a huge exploit, zero-day exploit. And a lot of companies were scrambling after that occurred. What company was that? And I actually work at another company doing kind of like a consultation for them, consulting with them rather, and it is a managed services provider company, and we deal a lot with these devices as well. So we got the ASA firewalls that got exploited back in September. There was another huge exploit that happened about 2 weeks ago, maybe last week. Fire F5, that's right. Gonzalo got that correct. That's right. And so did Gavin Paultek. That's right. Y'all both get the air horn. Antoine said, "Where have you been?" No, I know it is. It is F5. I was just trying to see if y'all knew. I just wanted to know if y'all knew what it was. But yes, F5. They're load balancers. A lot of companies have been scrambling to get them things updated, man. Crazy. He said they got pwned, but yes, they got pwned. He said where? Oh, you talking about where have I been? As in, where have I been? Yeah, I have not been streaming. It's been a minute. I didn't check to see when was last time I streamed, which was probably 4 months ago. Where have I been? Life has been life, man. I've been just working like crazy. Like I said, I also do real estate on the side. Here's my company logo. If y'all want to check that out. I haven't come up with a website or anything yet, but Potency Real Estate. So if you do right now, I just work as a private landlord. I own several properties, and pretty much I rent out properties. So that's been taking a lot of my hand as well. As you can see right there, Potency Real Estate. So if y'all want to check that out, I'm gonna come up with a website or something like that and stuff soon. But that's been taking a lot of my time. These two right here have been taking a lot of my time. My wife and my daughter, and and work, man. This projects, man. Like I said, I've been working on the ASA firewall that we have to pretty much upgrade or replace with a Palo Alto firewall because of the exploit and stuff like that. But yeah, Gavin Paul Tech, you're correct. The F5 got owned, pwned as Gonzalo would say. What we were doing, we were going to check out the firewall. We're actually what we came to do, work on this Palo Alto firewall. We need to log into this thing. He says here, there's the username and password, admin. Don't try to steal that. I know it's secure. Admin, password, admin, and I want to make sure that we do this correctly because now we got to change it. So I'm gonna try to come up with something else here. Let's just say NetworkBruh 1 or something. I did that wrong. I definitely did that wrong. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ever do that? Like say the password out loud in your head, as if people are not gonna hear it or something, or listening in or something. That didn't work. Maybe let me see. Let me do that over again. Remember, this is what I like about this lab. This is just exactly like if you took a Palo Alto firewall. Well, not out the box, but because this is a VM, so it would be similar to setting it up like this. I think I did that right. I don't think I did that right, y'all. Let me do that again. Now he says to put in okay. I don't think I did that right. What's going on here? Can I go to configure mode with this? No, it's asking me for the password. Hold on, y'all. Let's see here. I did that wrong. I'm thinking I can get in that way. So it's admin, and after that you got to put in a new password, right? Something is wrong here, man. What is going on? Let's see here. Right here, you're asked Say less. I get it. Happy to see you back. Appreciate you for tuning in, though, man. Um, you got to put in the old. You got to put in admin, right? Then it's gonna ask you to create a new password, and you got to remember it because you're gonna log into the GUI with that password. But for some reason, he is not taking the password that I'm making. So let's just do this. Let's try to use that same password. Nah, he don't like that, y'all. I don't know what's going on here with this guy. Let me try admin all the way. Yeah, he didn't like the default, obviously. Okay. Says here, look, I put in admin, y'all. Y'all correct me. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong here. When you log in, device request, you must change the admin password as following. You change the password, and then you enter the old password. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. You got to enter the old password here. That's what I'm doing wrong. What is wrong with me, man? First, you got to put in the old password, then you create the new one. All right, that's what I'm doing wrong. All right, y'all. Let me scroll up and do that again. I had to think out loud here. Okay. Hold on. Enter old and then enter new right here. Okay, nah. I know for a fact I'm doing that right. I know for a fact I'm doing that right. Now he's saying he don't like that. Let's see here. Let's see what am I doing wrong here. Because when you log in, you're gonna see the prompt admin at and then PAVM for Palo Alto virtual machine, right? Then you'll be in user mode. You got to go into config mode and then set the IP addressing, etc. Right? But for some reason, when I log in as the default admin account, now I'm doing that wrong. It asks you to enter the old password, which is obviously ADMIN. Now you create a new one. So maybe my password was not complex enough. I'll try that. Nah, something's wrong here, y'all. Hold up. I don't have that sound effect anymore. I gotta get my old effects back. Start. Yeah, I don't see what's going on here, y'all. I'm sorry to hold y'all up like this. Admin. The old password, which is obviously ADMIN. You create a new one. Let's just. I was just putting NetworkBruh 1, and that wasn't even working. Maybe I thought it was not complex enough. Let's try N3. And then yeah, this, you know, I'm about to reboot this damn VM. Maybe let's see, entering, yeah, cause see, once you put in that correct password, it'll start saying this right here, number of failed attempts, and then warning your device is configured with the default admin, blah blah blah, and then you'll be in user mode. So Um, let's see. What other? Yeah, see, you can't even do anything. You actually got to log into the damn thing, and once you're in, Jesus, what's that? I don't even know. Let's try something simple again, I guess. So let's try another symbol, maybe. Yeah, he don't like that. He does not like that, y'all. Y'all got any ideas here on what makes you think that I'm getting this wrong? We're like damn near 45 minutes into this day, we can't even log into the damn firewall. What is going on here, man? Yeah, I didn't do that like a million times already, so that's definitely not it. Yeah, when you log in, it says when you log in success. It was written in English here. Into firewall Palo Alto via CLI, you must change the admin password. And after you change the admin password, you're able to change the IP addressing. You click commit. Then you're gonna log into the web management PC. That's crazy. Let's do this. You know what? No, see, I wouldn't even be able to log into the PC to log into the GUI because you have to you got to change the IP addressing to the IP addressing of the firewall to be able to configure it. So we can't really do much until we get past this screen here, y'all. All right, maybe we got to do some digging on the side here. We should ask our good old friend ChatGPT, right? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear them sound effects too. I know that give it a little bit of comic relief and stuff. So, let's see. I'm pulling this up to the side just to see maybe if there's something I'm missing. PA-VM login, right? I put it prompts me to change the default admin password, but it goes back to this prompt after, no matter what password I put. He said, yep. Okay, that behavior is common when a Palo Alto firewall can't complete the initial setup properly due to licensing disk corruption or bad console interaction. It's possible that he doesn't allow me to properly pass the password input to the VM, which I don't think is the case because we put in admin and that worked, right? Let's say admin 1. Yeah, because I'm not putting, yeah, even my number lock works and all of that. So that's definitely not it. Read-only partition or failed boot in it. That doesn't seem to be the case because it definitely initializes. I'm at the prompt, login prompt, or it could be a corrupted image. He says here, some Palo Alto trial or lab images have missing systems files or half initialized. That behavior is exactly as you described. So, that is very possible what this is. Let's give this guy a reboot. We're gonna stop him, give him a reboot, and then see if that will resolve our issue. So 3002, 30,002. We go to type VNC. Oops. Viewer 30,002. He's booting up right here. It looked like it's mostly booting up here. Recovery required. We'll see. Starting new dev. Welcome to PanOS. There was definitely a version on here that I know worked, because I was able to get to the login screen. But it looks like it's booting up so far. I don't see it's getting past post. Checking file systems, everything seems to be okay. Still booting up. She even got FIPS. Self-check. Yeah, there goes the post right there. This thing is taking forever. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Ah, oh, what did I just do? Let's say reactive overlays. I didn't want all of that, man. Just take me back to my editor. Man, Streamlabs got all these damn new features and stuff, man. Y'all can tell I'm just such an old school dude. I'm like, man, just give me my simple stuff so I can see the chat and my computer screen and all that. And it's like giving me all this other stuff. Whatever. Anyway, this thing is still booting up. I guess while it's booting up, we can see if there really was anything wrong with it, and maybe that's why we couldn't boot into the firewall. But I don't think that's the case. I think this firewall here works. As a matter of fact, I might have tested it a long time ago. It's a damn shame that we damn near an hour into this stream and can't even boot into the damn firewall, log into the firewall here. But looks like it's still taking time to boot up here. Setting the clock, set the host name. Okay, it's still, yeah, it's moving slowly there. It's passing stage 1 crypto tests. I guess this is another fun thing to look at when you're setting these things up from scratch, right? You'll know what to expect if you're installing a VM Palo Alto firewall. So I guess one positive thing we can say about this boot up process here. Jesus Christ, man. Do I have a snore one? Oh, no. He's still getting through these little other screens here. So, anyway, let's read a little bit more about that. More of these issues that could possibly happen. Keyboard mapping, hidden characters. If your hypervisor console inserts unexpected characters, the firewall rejects the password silently and drops you back into login. Another thing we can try is, look, we see a bunch of OKs there, so I I don't think that's the issue there. User compatible image if you're using Palo Alto VM 10.2.5 or higher. Try switching to 10.1.6 or 10.2.3, which are more stable. I'm not sure which version this one is. Let me see. Actually, we could see. We could. Yeah, there we go. 10 even. It's even less than 10.2.5. I guess 10.2.5 might be. That's not the newer version. I think the newest one is like version 11 right now, 11.1 or something like that. So this is definitely not okay. Now we're at the login screen. I didn't see anything, anything telling or anything. So I guess we could try that again. He didn't like that password. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now he don't like this. Let's see. Yeah, see? Now I'm typing the same damn thing each time. Let's see. Man. Let me say, man. Yeah, now he don't even like that. I'm hoping I didn't put another password and then it changed it from there. Because I done tried 3 different passwords. So let's see. Let's try what we thought was the other one. Nope. That's crazy. Now the freaking admin password don't work. You know what? I think I remember having to do this. And then it takes you to another screen. But then again, that I don't think that's the issue here. So let me know if y'all have any other ideas here, because now the admin password don't work. Because I don't think it took my other password that I tried earlier. Let's see. So that's login. And then I said I was gonna try again at TWORK1 and TWORK1, and then see, I tried several bunch of passwords, so them couldn't be it. Let's see. Configure. No. See, I was trying to see if I can get in the configure mode, because last time I don't think that was a capital A. Definitely not a capital A. Because see, look, we had this is the username password right here. So I think I would have to stop and wipe it before I do this. That's what I'm going to do. If this doesn't work, I'm going to stop it, wipe it. We'll start over again. That's what we'll do. And then we'll have to watch that process over again, which is another 5 minutes. So, let me see. Let's try. Let's try. Okay. See now. Man, come on, man. Okay. Okay. Definitely not it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's wipe it. Stop this bad boy. Wipe it. We're gonna start from scratch. Well, that bad boy is going. ChatGPT had said that the initial password didn't take, which happens usually with Palo Alto series VM first boots, especially on older or broken images. Um, and if it persists and immediately throws you back, that means the password did not persist. Another thing is to wait. Sometimes the prompt appears before the management plane finishes initializing, so you gotta wait 5 more minutes. So that might take a minute too. Reboot cleanly, which we did. It could be that the image is broken, which I don't think. I've tried this before. What other images do I have for Palo Alto? Oh, we got 10.2.5. We could do that. That is a known good version. That could be the issue. That could be the issue, y'all. Let me do that. I'm going to stop this guy. I'm going to wipe it. And we're going to use a different image. 10.2.5. That guy right there. Stop. Wipe. Start. That might be the issue, y'all. Hopefully that's it. When you see some of y'all done dropped off, you're like, man, this dude can't even boot up a firewall, man. Get out of here with that, man. It could be that I was using the wrong image, and I should delete that version 10.0.1 because, yeah, they said here to try to redeploy a different version, which was 10.1x or 10.2.5, which are known good ones in PNetLab. And I'm using PNetLab, so that could be the reason why I downloaded this version. Maybe I tried 10, it didn't work, and 10.2.5 is the one that's gonna work. I'm pretty sure it'll work. And I'll even tell y'all, let's say the password is gonna be, we're gonna use Antony. Is it Antony or is it Antoine? Or did you misspell your name? You let me know, Antoine. We're going to use that, and we're going to put a number 1 after your name. We're going to use a capital A, so that way we know that I'm typing the right password, y'all. This is going to be the password. Anton over there in the group chat over there. ANTONNIE 1. That is going to be our password. Let me even copy it. We're going to put it on our notepad here. And y'all my witness. Now some notes I'm taking earlier. Antony 1. Alright, that is going to be the password. Is he still booting up? Let's see. We go to type VNC viewer, and it is 30,002. We connect. He is still booting up. Right there. He is still booting up. While that bad boy is booting up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that other version of Palo Alto when I get a chance. Maybe I can do it now. We'll wait for a bit. Yeah, we'll wait. And then we're going to delete that version. Hopefully that was the issue. Hopefully that was the issue. This thing is taking a minute to boot there, but yeah, I think that might have been the issue, and that's probably why I have that exact version 10.2.5 here. Thank God for Chat GPT, right? But it says that we've checked versions. We know it's not typing any special characters. My number key is not like causing any issues, or my numlock key is not causing any issues. We've rebooted cleanly. We powered off the VM. We did a wipe. We're changing versions. I believe that might be. I'm hoping that's the fix. I'm hoping that's the fix, y'all. Do I got a drum roll for y'all? I don't think I got a drum roll here. No, I might have to download one. Let's see. A to Z search. Let's see. I know I got one in here somewhere. Drum roll. Nah, that's a whack drum roll for y'all. That's not what I was looking for either. This is waiting for. All right, waiting. It says here, Master D started successfully. To be ready. Wait 120 seconds. Takes a minute to boot up this VM here. So anyway, I put in the chat where y'all from, man. Where you guys are viewing from. I'm in Orlando, Florida, in case y'all don't know. Sunny Orlando, Florida. Although we're getting some rainy weather out here because of the hurricane and stuff. What's the tropical storm? The tropical storm name is, but supposedly it's supposed to hit Jamaica, and I think it's coming towards. Excuse me, I didn't see what path it was going towards, but what path it was taking. Definitely not in Florida because I don't see it much on the news, and we're not like on lockdown or anything like that, or having to not move or anything. This thing is still. What's going on here? Kevin Reed just moved to Tampa looking for work. That's what's up, Kevin. Not too sure what. I know that. I don't know if you in IT or not, but I remember a buddy of mine who actually lives in Tampa, but he works over here in Orlando, and yes, he does that commute, believe it or not, from Tampa to Orlando. And he's been trying to get a condo out here in Orlando so that way he could, stay here during the week, and then he go back to, to the house, to the crib on the weekends and stuff. So, but in the meantime, he just drive back to Orlando, or I think he stayed at his uncle's house over here. Drive back to Tampa, and I think he has an uncle or something around here. As a matter of fact, the dude that was in here, Ty, he got the same name as that dude. That's the dude that I'm talking about. Kevin said he's working on his CCNP. So have I, man. I've been working on that thing for several years now, man. I should have been got it by now, man. That's the reason why I started this channel, was because I was studying for the CCNP. All right, now we're at the login prompt. Let's see if we can log into this thing. Admin. We said, okay, we got an error code. It's probably because of the what do you call it? The management plane. Unable to connect. Let's see what ChatGPT says about that. Unable to connect to SYSD. Let's see what he says. It says unable to connect to SYSD. And it's probably, let's see, unable to connect is a dead giveaway that the management plane didn't finish starting up. That's what I thought. So, what it means, this happens in 3 main cases. We booted too early, disk not initialized or corrupted, or it's a broken image. Now, we gotta wait at least 10-15 minutes at the login prompt. So that could be the reason why. We gotta wait for a while for this VM really to boot up. And that says right there that that SYSD basically means the management plane did not start up, and that's why we can't log in just yet. So I guess we'll just have to wait, huh? Let's see if I got one for y'all. I do got one, right? I'll try it again though. Let's see. Yeah, he's doing that SYSD right here, this error. So we gotta wait before admin. Yeah, he's gonna keep doing that until it's fully booted up, and it takes a minute, I guess. We'll try. We'll give it a little bit of time, and if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna have to kill this stream and move on. But yeah, Kevin, I started this channel because of the CCNP certification like years ago. I want to say probably like 2019 is when I started this channel, and it was because I was studying for the CCNP switch exam, and I just passed it. Now I started taking the route exam, and I was like, man, this is a lot of topics. So I started doing a video for every topic, breaking down how to, I was just explaining it. I was doing labs to give examples and stuff like that. And 6 years later, I have yet to take that last exam. They actually changed the requirements for the exam. Right back then, it was only three. There was three exams. Then they combined it into two. So it used to be a route switch, and then the T-shoot. Then they changed it so that way you have to take the encore exam and an elective. So since I took route and switch, I didn't take T-shoot yet. I had to just take I didn't have to take encore because I took route and switch. Now I just have to take an elective, which in my case was the NRC, and I done pushed that back so many times just because life be lifing. I took just been I got these projects at work and stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff that's been happening. I just kept pushing it back. I've been making excuses and stuff. But so yeah, I've been watching you for a good minute, man. Well, appreciate the what's wrong with appreciate the support though, man. I haven't been streaming or doing videos in a long time, and somebody had hit me up on the Discord server. He said, "I love that you hit labs with no rehearsal." Yeah, I'm just doing this on a whim here, man. No kind of rehearsal. I've done it before, but I did it like halfway and had a little bit of time to kind of like let these machines boot up and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all watching me make mistakes live and stuff like that. So embarrassing myself, whether whether it works or not, I'm just doing it on the fly. But the other videos that I used to do, the tutorials, those were pre-recorded, those were rehearsed and edited and everything, right? Those just took a lot of time. It's just much easier to just press record, talk shit, and talk to y'all in the group chat, and then just try to do this on the fly. So that's why I started doing the live streams. And I guess you could say 5 years later, here I am, right? But I took a break because, like I said, life be lifing. But let's see if we can log into this firewall now. I don't think it still said we had to like give it like 10 to 15 minutes is what it said, and it's been at least. I'm pretty sure this version worked. I'm pretty sure. If not, I know. See. So I've got version 10 and I got version 2.5, 10.25. I don't remember which one I was able to get working a long time ago, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Right now, like we've already tried the version 10. It didn't like any password I put, right? We did version 10.25, and right now it's just giving us some. It's basically telling us that the management plane didn't work. So, I guess while that guy's going, let's boot up the management PC, give him an IP address, and then go back to the firewall. He is 30,003. The management PC is 30,003. Connect. Log into that bad boy, and I believe it's. We go to the desktop. Give him the IP address. What does it say? It says his IP address is supposed to be 192.168.1.2, right? And his gateway is going to be the firewall, also .1. While we do that, hopefully that's giving the machine some time to boot up. He said, I tried to reach out to Network Ninja, but the guy is busy. Yeah, man, Network Ninja is another one. That's another guy you should definitely holler at. He is in the Tampa area, but like you said, he's really busy. He is busy. I remember he hit me up about something. Oh, it was an application that he wanted access to. I gave him the application. I said, hit me up. And he never hit me back just to verify if it worked or not. But I know the guy. He's got a family. He's got he's got work. So yeah, he's another busy guy too, and he works out a lot too. So definitely another guy that you should check out. Speaking of the job market out there, I remember there was I work in the law enforcement space, so I work as a network engineer in law enforcement. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is hiring. So I don't know if you got any criminal records or anything like that, but they are definitely hiring in the IT field or in the IT department. Let's see though, while that's booting up. Hillsborough County Office jobs, career opportunities, and we go to And if this is not your thing, you let me know, because I know a lot of people don't like the popo. So we go to not certified, but just jobs, professional support. Let's see. And they pay pretty good too. It's like a 6-figure salary position. Let's see. This tech support, this is just their tech support, so it's like field services. That's 22 to 34 an hour. Might not be that much, but here's an IT project manager. So if you have any, they want a college degree. Yeah, so if you don't have a college degree, yeah, you kind of asked out there, man. But for a project manager, you make 75 to 111. What else? I actually used to do 911, believe it or not. Let's see here. Human resources, tech support, the systems administrator. So if you're into like Windows and stuff like that, they may start at 110 to 165. So if you're Windows and Linux, is it a requirement though for bachelor's degree? It says here, minimum education is high school diploma. So not necessarily, but what they do want. We got Peter Hunt in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Right now, I am working on a Palo Alto lab, Palo Alto basic configuration, right here. So we got this Palo Alto here. We got the client zone, server zone. We got the web management PC, which I'm in the middle of doing. And for some reason, our Palo Alto firewall, I can't even log into. So, and I won't be able to log into the GUI until I can set the IP addressing via the CLI. So, in the meantime, I'm helping Kevin find some work. But yeah, it says here, man, high school diploma or GED, and then they want 7 years of paid experience. So I don't know if you have experience or not. Or it says or NAS degree in 6 years, or bachelor in 5 years, or 4 years of experience working at the sheriff's office in IT. So for network engineer, they had open last month. They did have one a while back too. Let's see. Let's see. There's the PM. I remember they had another one that was there it is right there. Admin infrastructure. 99 to 149. So that's been open for a minute. You said a week ago? Last month? Yeah, this been open, man. Unless they just been hiring people, yeah, 30 days ago. So no, it's been longer than that. This position been open. So a lot of times when it comes to these positions, it's because people can't pass the background check. The job that I'm at right now, they was like looking for somebody for a while, and the dude was just like, "You got a heartbeat? Can you breathe? Okay, if you can pass that background check, then you should be good, man." And I don't know if he was surprised that I was gonna pass it or not, but I got through it, and here I am, 2 or 3 years later. But a lot of times that's the reason why. So they probably can't. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of qualified people that can get that job. It's just the background and the lie detector test that people background solid. So you should be straight, man. Just apply, man. Like I said, the minimum said a high school diploma. It's just that you gotta have experience on top of that. So. But appreciate you for tuning in, Kevin. I guess you say good night. I don't know if that means you logging off or what, or you were saying what's up to Peter. Peter is, I believe, in Austin, and that's why he said that. So there are a few jobs like that. Yeah, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, we was the management PC. We was gonna fix his IP addressing. Open network, adapter settings, properties, IPv4 properties. He needs the IP address of 192.168.1.2 subnet mask /24, and his default gateway is 1.1, 168.1.1. Click OK, close. Go to the command prompt, verify that ipconfig. He got 1.2, and he's not going to be able to ping 1.1. Why? Because we have yet to 92.168.1. Jesus Christ, 1.1. Yeah, we need to fix the IP address of the firewall before we can log into them. So hopefully, let's see. And if this don't work, we're gonna try the old image again. If that don't work, then I'm shutting this stream down. And then off stream, I'm going to try to get it working because I don't want to waste y'all time and shit. So let's say admin. Yeah, see, he's still giving us this error, and it's definitely been at least 10 minutes for the admin like that. The management plane to boot up. So admin, that's not it. So I'm gonna power this bad boy off. We're gonna try the other image one more time. This guy, save, wipe, boot. He is port number 30,002. Connect. We're gonna watch him boot up very slowly. It looks like he's going fast, but don't get that twisted, because we've been watching this guy trying to boot up for a minute. You said you're in Austin. Austin as in Austin, Texas? Peter? I don't remember. Are you in Austin, Texas? Can't remember. Oh, Kevin, by the way, sometimes it's not even just the background. Some people could have a clean background. It's the lie detector test, too. A lot of people can't pass that lie detector test. There's actually, I don't want to say there's ways to lie on it, but there's, what's a way to say this without implicating myself? There's a way to, like, because everybody's got skeletons in their closet. I don't care who you are. If you're human, some people's done some things in their life, right? They just want you to be open about it. As long as you haven't, like, murdered anybody or some crazy shit like that, right? And you're just now admitting it or whatever. As long as you just kind of, like, not lie or even get caught lying on the lie detector test. A lot of people can't pass the lie detector test. That's what I meant to say. Some people can have, like, a clean background. They just on the lie detector test, some just either get super nervous and they just fail it. So that's another thing too. A lot of these federal or law enforcement agencies, they make you take the a lie detector test. Some use the voice stress test. I don't think that a lot of companies done away with the actual lie detector test. That way they plug you up to the machine and stuff like that. But now they use the voice stress test where they try to catch you lying, not lying, but like here's the thing, with lie detector tests, they don't actually test a lie. A lie detector test measures physiological changes in your body when you are trying to deceive. In other words, if you're trying to tell a lie, there are some with a CBSA or a voice stress test, voice stress analysis test. What it does is it finds certain tones or pitches in your voice that you emit when you are trying to deceive. That's how a CBSA works. A regular lie detector test, like the kind you see in movies where they plug you up and shit like that, right? That one tests like it checks for any kind of, like, maybe what's the word? Profusely sweating, or if your heartbeat fast, your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet, right? As Biggie would say, or maybe you twitch when you lie or whatever. The lie detector test doesn't detect a lie. It sees physiological changes in your body when you try to lie. That's what it does. And a lot of people can't pass that part, and then that's how come these jobs stay open for so long, because they can't pass that part. They might be highly qualified for the position. They might not even be they might be clean as a whistle, their background, but for some reason they can't pass the lie detector test, and that's why those positions stay open a lot. So, and that was the position the case in my job. Like, they was hiring for a while, and the guy that I ended up replacing, he was like there for 31 years or something like that before he ended up retiring. So Anyway, it looks like the firewall finally booted up again. Let's see if we can actually log in. Okay, it's taking the username. This image right here is taking the username. It doesn't like the password now. See? Okay, now we got a different prompt though. Notice it says PAHDF. So hold on, because I remember seeing something like this before, and I had to do something to get it working. You know, like that. I think I ended up having to do that a bunch of times, and then Jesus Christ, what is going on with this thing, man? No, a long time ago, I was able to get this thing going. Let's see here. Yeah, once you log in, it was admin. Let me see if there's another. Let me see if I got another password for this Palo Alto VM. Let's see, Palo Alto. Here we go. Yep, it's admin. So that's definitely. Let me try another one. Let me try another password, y'all. Let me try. No, that's definitely it, y'all. I'm gonna try another one though that I see in here. It says it's TC, and then that ain't it. Wanos, that ain't it. And then he said, yeah, admin, and that didn't work either. So here's the other thing too. I remember one time I had to do this a bunch of times, and then I could have just destroyed it and then see if that'll take it, but we wiped it, so that wasn't it. Let me see if I got any other files that might give me another password. If this don't work, then we got to kill this one. Leave the password blank. Let's try that. That didn't work. I appreciate that though. He said, I was in corrections in Tennessee, but no lie detector test. Okay, yep. So been doing FMC and FTD ICE stuff. Nice. I got some Palo Alto images for Eve, but never tried them. Yeah, I have 2 images here. I did try them before, and I was able to get into it a long time ago. And I said, let me try to stream. And I had it actually still open, but I was like, no, I'm going to do this. When I do the stream, I'm going to do it from scratch. And I wiped it clean. We're able to, configure this PC, that server. But for some reason, this VM is just not taking any of the passwords that I'm taking. And we can't do this lab without even changing the IP addressing via the CLI. So we can't do it from the GUI. Because you need to, unless maybe there's a default IP address on there, but I doubt that. We could try and see. What would it be, like 1.1 or something? We can try that, but I doubt it. But he was supposed to be 1.2.168.1.1, which that's not going to be it either. 1.50 maybe? No, that's the actual my machine. Yeah, that ain't gonna be it. Yeah, Kevin, I tried the password blank. That didn't work. Yeah, that didn't work. But if you notice here, the prompt changed to PAHDF. Let's see what ChatGPT says about that, because I remember prompt changed to PA dash, what is that? HDF login. Let's see what he says. That detail helps a lot. Instead of VM log, it means the firewall booting into maintenance or recovery mode. Hardware diagnostics framework. So it's not the real CLI. It failed to load its partitions. Essentially, the management plane never even started. We have the sad horn on here. He says here we could increase the resources. The stable version is 10.25, 10.16. Click this link out. Let me know if you can put the link in, because sometimes my chat will automatically delete links. So let me know what link you got there, Peter. We could also try factory resetting from maintenance mode. Yeah, so right now, yeah, we got dumped into the HDF shell. So this is not even the CLI right here. This is kind of, oh wait, there it goes right there. Now it's asking for the old password. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see. New password. Let's say we're gonna use, whose password we're gonna use? We'll use Antoine. I don't think he's in here no more, so we're not gonna use that password. Let's use, I put the link in. Seems like it never made it. I probably got to add you as a what do you call it? Not a super admin, but what do you call that? A moderator. Let me add you as a moderator, and then you should be able to put that in. Hang on a second. View your live stream. Let me mute that. And then Peter Hunt. Example of the PA 500 below. I added you as a moderator. Standard moderator. Can manage block words. Can view and remove. Add. You just put it as a moderator. So Peter, I put you in as an moderator here. When the prompt is displayed, number 3, and then the device is ready to accept the default username and password. Okay, so I did the prompt, but anyways, let's see. We're gonna put Peter1 as the new password. PETER1. Enter. Okay, I think that might be it. Who knows? Let's see. Admin. PETER1. He don't like that password. VM. Admin. Now, see, he keeps. You see what issue we're having here? I think now maybe the management plane done booted up or whatever, and this was the issue that we were having last time when I first booted this machine up. It says enter the old password, which the old password is ADMIN, lowercase, just like that. And then he says enter a new password. Let's try somebody else, because you give me bad luck here, Peter. No, you're not, but let me try somebody else. Let's try Kevin with a capital K and a number 1 at the end, right? Capital K, EVIN, number 1. Capital K, EVIN, and then the number 1, enter. It looked like it said he didn't like that password. Admin, KEVIN 1. Nope. Let's try admin. And then he says enter the old password, which is admin, and then enter the new password. Let's say admin with a capital A and then the number 1, right? ADMIN 1. ADMIN 1. You know what? I think there's some complexities to the password, I'm assuming. Maybe that's what it is. Knowledge base. Okay, cool. Now I can see your link, man. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I do. All right, so I'm gonna see. We're gonna see what you got here, man. Go to the site. The default username does not work. Okay, and then that is on the. Well, let's see here. This is for actual physical machines, though. I don't know if this is going to be for the VM version. When the prompt is displayed, is number 3, then the device is ready to accept the default login. Okay, yeah, I get that part, Peter. But the issue is that's for actual physical machines. This is a VM, so I don't think this applies. It says here, can hear you but not see you. You can't see me? That's interesting. Let me put that. Hide, unhide. We're gonna go to OBS camera, back to my camera, close. Let me know if you can see me now. I can see you. He can see me. Peter can't. I relaunched it, Peter. But let's see. I think the knowledge base article you gave me, Peter, was for physical Palo Alto firewalls. This is a VM, so I don't think that applies. That's why this prompt right here, PA-VM, is not one of your examples. So if y'all can see that link that Peter shared in the chat there, he said you can hear and see me now. Foster can see me, perfect. So let's try admin, and then we said it was admin. I think he wants a complex password, y'all. Let's try. I'm gonna try something else here. Let's try NetworkBruh with a capital N, and then the second letter is the number 3. So N, capital N3, NetworkBruh 1. And let's add a pound at the end of it because I think it needs a complex password. Maybe that's the issue. Because there's something, I don't know if y'all see, when I put in the password, it gives a little like quick either prompt or some sort of error or something, but it flashes really quickly and goes back to the other prompt. So maybe I could stop and rewind it and see what it said. But the old password is admin, lowercase, right? New one, we're going to put N3TWRKBRUH1 pound. We're going to say N3TWRKBRUH1 pound. There it is. It needed see, your device is still configured with the default admin credentials. Please change the password. Now, that's what it was, y'all. That's crazy. We needed a more complex password. That's the whole thing about it. Gonzalo can see. All right. I appreciate you for letting me know that. I think that was the issue, y'all. All right, so now we're actually cooking with grease here. We need to, what do you need to do? We needed to be at that prompt right now. We need to be in configure mode. Configure. Oh God. Are we in configure mode? Yes. You can tell by the pound sign, right? So we're in. It's similar to Cisco devices. When you are in the when you have this carriage symbol here, you're in kind of like enable mode or whatever you want to. User mode is what they call it. And when you have the pound sign, now you're in config mode. So now we want to change it from DHCP to static by putting what? Set device config system type static. That's a lot to do for that. Device config. We're finally cooking with grease, y'all. System. I almost gave up on y'all too. Type static. And we need to remember that password. It's let's write that down before we forget that motherfucker. It is N3TWRK1, no, bruh 1 pound, like that. And no, I don't use that as my password, y'all. So don't try to hack into my shit. Anyway, we changed it from DHCP to static. Now they want us to set the IP address to 192.168.1.2. How do we do that? We say set device config system IP address, IP hyphen address. When Kevin's like laughing his ass off over there, he like, man, you doing all this just for one firewall? You barely get into this thing, right? 192.168.1.1 net mask 255.255.255.0. That sets the IP address for the management IP. What we came to freaking do, man. So I think that was the issue there. We needed to make a more complex password. That's what I think was the issue. Because we've tried so many different variations, none of it worked, and it just kept bringing us back to the beginning. But I don't know if y'all saw, every time I did it, there was some words being flashed on the screen for like a really quick second before it dumped me back into the login prompt mode. And I think it said something to do with making the password more complex, but it happens so quick you can't even see it. So now that we've set the IP address, we have to do commit to actually save it, because this is kind of like Palo Alto's version of copy run start. Right here it says commit job 2 in progress. Use Control-C to return the command prompt, which we'll do in a second. And then finally, we're going to get into the GUI of the firewall. So right now it's committing. While that's happening, I'm going to get some water. All right, we're at 90%. You're like, come on now. What are my other? There's some other ones I should have had on here. All right, so now we could launch the web browser on the, I think we can close the CLI for the firewall. We'll launch the web browser. Actually, before we do that, let's see if we can ping the firewall. Ping 192.168.1.1. We got a reply. Now we cooking with grease, y'all. Oh my God. This like the denouement here. Launch a web browser. We go to 192.168.1.1. We need to make sure that is https://. We click advanced, proceed. If we got time, we might do some static routes with this too. And then the password, admin, password we said was N capital or number 3, TWORK, bruh 1 pound. I typed that wrong. I know I typed that wrong. No, I didn't. I got it right there. Okay, so now we're finally logging into the firewall. Jesus Christ. You all good now? Yep. So basically, for anybody that's just tuning in, right? What do we do? We logged into this PC, gave him an IP address. We logged into this server, gave him an IP address. He's running Windows Server. He's Windows, I think Windows 8 or Windows 10 or something. And then this is the web management PC that we're going to use to manage the firewall. We gave him an IP address, and then finally we gave him an IP address, and then now we're hitting this firewall's GUI. Or graphical user interface for anybody that's new in here, right? It says here Pan OS version 10.0. We close this. This is giving us a bunch of new stuff that's with this version. We click close. Telemetry data, remind me later. And now we're finally at the login screen for the firewall. What's the next thing they wanted us to do? We already logged into the firewall. We bypassed, logged in. And then we can see the web interface. Click do not show again. Click close. First thing they want us to do is add the zones. Right here we have the client zone here in the green. We got the server zone in the red. We're gonna say access into network zones add. I don't know. See, they using the older version in this, but on the firewall, on the actual firewall, I use the newer version. I don't know what version they're using in here, but because as you can see here, we zoom in, you see it's a different kind of like GUI right there, right? But basically they want us to go to network right here. Let me move this up so y'all can see, right? Network, the network tab, and then we go to zones, right? So let's go to, where is it? There's the network tab, and you see how it's kind of like a little different. It says PAVM. We're running version, like you said, version 10, right? This version 10.0, I believe it was. No, this was version, what version was this? We said it was 10.2.5. No, it was version 10. It was version 10. We tried 10.2.5. It didn't work for some reason. So we go to network, and then we say zones, and we're going to add a zone right here. What's the next thing they want us to do? We're going to call it the client's zone, and then log setting none, and then the type, we're going to call it a layer 3. Now, there's the thing my boss was telling me about, right? And this is the reason why I'm learning Palo Alto firewalls and stuff like that. He mentioned something about a virtual wire mode that I'm going to have to put the firewall in that I'm going to use at my job to replace the ASA firewall. If anybody knows what a virtual wire mode or what it does, I'm probably going to research it later on. But if anybody knows what it means, if you put it in the chat, let me know what that is. What the virtual wire mode does and what's it for. Clients zone. We're going to say none, layer 3. It says here, look, we got to click what? OK. Is there anything else we need to do with that? And then we're going to do a server zone. So there's nothing else we need to do. They just said they didn't want us to exclude or include or any of this other stuff. Just create the zone, call it the client zone, and click OK. So now we got a client zone. They want us to add another zone and call it the server zone. Again, we have a client zone here on the left hand side and a server zone on the right hand side, right? Servers, is it plural? Yes. We say none, we'll call that layer 3, I believe, as well. He didn't say nothing about the interfaces just yet, not yet. We click OK. So now we got two zones. We got the client zone and the server zone, right? Did they say anything else to do with that? Not yet. Nope. What else they want us to do here? The configuration zone clients as lab topology. I guess. Let me see. Oh, we did that part already, I believe. Let me triple check though. We did add zones, client zone, click OK, server zone, click OK, and then after that, step 10 is the configuration profile interface. So we go to network profiles. So we go to network profiles, which is here. Interface management, which is here. And then configuration as follows. I guess you got to click add for the interface management profile. Because he didn't say that. This is why I hate when people create step guides, but like walkthroughs or whatever. They don't really be very thorough. But in this case, I think because I'm using a different version, maybe. So we're going to say add. We're going to call it, like he said, ping underscore all. We're going to allow ping HTTP, and that's it, I believe. That's the network services we're going to allow. And we click OK. Next thing he says is, he says Baroque 11. I think that means step 11. Y'all let me know, what language is this? And click translate real quick. Translate. Google. Translate. Detect language. Step. Okay, what language is that? That is Vietnamese. Ty, are you in here? A deployment method that allows you to insert a firewall in line to inspect traffic without altering the existing network's IP addressing or routing. Man, that was so helpful, Kevin, and that makes perfect sense as to why he wants me to put it in virtual wire mode. Basically, like I said, at my job, we have two firewalls, the ASA firewalls that are back to back like this, right? We got two firewalls. One of them I'm going to replace with a Palo Alto firewall, right? But in order to just inspect the traffic so we can get the rules and stuff like that, I'm going to put one Palo Alto beside the one that I'm going to replace in virtual wire mode. And I think it's going to inspect all of the traffic, and then, like you said, without altering the existing network's IP addressing or routing. So that makes perfect sense of what virtual wire mode is and why he wants me to do it. So appreciate the tip for that. I know you probably Googled it or whatever, but if you do know that definition, kudos YouTube for that. Either way, I appreciate you looking it up for me and stuff like that, because I'm not going to pretend I know what that is. So next thing they want us to do is network interfaces, Ethernet 1.1, right? So we go to, where is it at? Where's my firewall mode here? Network. He said interfaces and an Ethernet 1.1, which is this guy. And then what does he want me to do? We go to config mode and then label it like this. So we said Ethernet 1.1, which is that interface. Comment interface for clients. And Kevin said, of course I Googled it. It's all good, man. It is all good, man. Believe it or not, your Googling skills are super important as a network engineer. So there's no shame in my game either. You know, I use ChatGPT a lot at work. Some people don't really know how to use, believe it or not, don't know how to use ChatGPT like they're supposed to. Like, people would just use it just like asking it random questions and stuff like that. But if you ask it the right questions and tailor it in a way to respond to what you are looking for, it'll almost always respond to how you want it to respond and give you the answers you're looking for and make it, it was just a beefed up search engine is what it is, right? So, and Kevin, I'm not shaming you at all for Googling it. Believe me, I'm not. It's just, some people just don't really know how to search like that. And then, like I said, ChatGPT is one of those things that you can use if you're allowed to use it at work. It's a really powerful tool. Like I said, I use it not just at work, but even in my everyday life and stuff like that. With my real estate, business, I use it to screen tenants, for example. I might have I have an app that I use to screen tenants where they check the income, the background, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I take all that information, import it into ChatGPT. It'll tell me yay or nay by just combining all of the information, its background, the income, make sure it can use, it meets my income threshold, rental history, do a background check. Even something like that. Like, somebody might just inquire about one of my properties, right? And then I can see their name. I'll just take the name and Google search it. And some people don't even know. You could just do a simple Google search of their name and just gather information right then and there without having to pay for a background check like that. So, like I said, just Google itself is a powerful tool. ChatGPT just takes it a step even further. So, for this interface, we're actually labeling this interface right here, Ethernet 1.1, right? We said we're going to make it the interface for clients. It is a layer 3, not a virtual wire, like what Kevin said. And now I know what virtual wire is, thanks to Kevin. The new profile, we'll leave that, or NetFlow profile, we'll leave that as none. Virtual router says default, so we need to change this to default. Assigning interface to default. I guess that's VRF. I guess that's what that is. It's kind of like the VRF. Security zone, clients. So now we got zones. So the zones is the same as security zones. I need to remember that because to me it looks like I guess a different component, but it's actually the same. The security zone is the same thing as this zone. So they refer to both things here. So we click OK. We set up that interface profile, which is this one right here. I think we're going to do the same thing as for the server one, right? Looks like no. The next thing we need to do is set the IP address for the interface for clients. So we're going to set the IP address for this guy. We didn't set him up yet. That's right, we didn't, because if we go to this PC and try to ping 10.111, he's probably not going to get a reply. So let's see if we can. We're going to go to this PC, 30,001. Where's he at? He's over here. 30,001. We say connect. And we're going to try to ping his gateway, which was ping 10.1.1.1. Nothing. So that's what we're doing here. We needed to click interface, set tab. Let's see. Set tab via the IPv4 tab. Where's that at? Oh, you just go back to the interface. So we got different tabs here. I didn't see that. So this is why I'm familiarizing myself with it. We did the config tab. Now we go to the IPv4 tab and actually give it an IP address. We click add here. Give them the IP address of come on, man. Can we add it there? We can just say 10.1.1.1/24 like that. Can we do that? I guess you can. And click OK. I hope that worked. I think that worked. But let me see. Looks like we have options for static, PPOE, or DHCP client. Yeah, we set it as static. We clicked there. Yeah, that's all we needed to do. Let's see if he can ping it now. Unreachable. Unreachable. Nope, not reachable just yet. So we go back over here. Oh, probably because we didn't allow ping. That's what it is. That's the point of this lab. We go to the advanced tab. Go back to this interface. Go to the advanced tab. Peter Hunt said, a firewall can be in transparent mode or routing mode. You're talking about for Palo Alto firewalls? And are you talking about the difference between that and or virtual wires? Okay, so I guess a virtual wire is Palo Alto's version of a transparent mode. Is that what you're saying, Peter? Let me know. We go to advanced mode and we got to change the management profile to, I believe, ping all, right? Ping all. And then I think that's all they wanted us to do with this one, with this interface. Click OK. Got to head out. Got a maintenance window. Okay, Peter. Appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to Peter for the help there, and good luck on your maintenance. We set the management ping all, the profile to ping all. What else we needed to do? Set the IP for Ethernet 1.2. So we set this IP address. Now we need to set this one. But before we do that, let's see if we can ping from the PC now. 10.111. Can you ping it now? Nope. Not yet. Not yet. Still nothing. Still nothing. Let's see. Are we missing anything? We did link state auto. I don't think I did that. Let's see. Let's see. Need to fix that. Go back to this interface. Is there anything else we needed to change on here? Link state is set to auto. Art entries, nothing there. LLDP, nothing there. I think that was it. That's all we needed to do there. Maybe we can change. Let's delete that and change the IP. Let's put another IP. No, that was it. That's exactly what we needed. That's the exact IP we needed. Ethernet 1.1, interface for clients, zone clients. That's all correct. That looks all correct to me. Maybe there's something else we need to do before we can ping it. So let's just keep moving. We clicked OK, and then let's do the same thing for the servers interface, which is Ethernet 1.2, right? This interface right here, Ethernet 1.2. We said the comment is going to be servers. This is going to be on layer 3. Virtual router is default. This is going to be the servers zone. IPv4, we're setting that to static. Add the IP address of, what is it? 172.16.1.1. 172.16.1.1/24. We click add. No, that was it. That's all we needed. We just click. Let me delete this one. We click OK for that guy. And then we got to give him a management profile, which is under where we said that was under advanced management profile, ping all. Click OK. I don't think there's anything else we needed to do there, right? There's the comments, interface for clients, for servers. So this is the clients one. This is the clients one. This is the server one. What else they wanted us to do here? We click that. We click next. We did the ping all. Verify the config. Access network interfaces Ethernet, which we did that already. And then click commit. Oh, that's probably why we got to commit it first before we do all of that. Click commit. So we go click commit do write into the running config CML. See, the arrow says to do it from there. But yeah, that's the same. It's pretty much the same as this version. So we click commit. We did policy, devices, and network. We'll just say commit. That's probably why we couldn't make those pings. You got to commit it to the firewall first. Duh. So it says right here, when commit window apparition, click commit. We did click commit. It's at 0%. And then after that, we're going to try the desktop PC to ping 10.111, and then the server can ping his gateway. We're going to see, basically we're going to see if this PC can ping his gateway and the server can ping his gateway. Right now we are at what percent? I think 98%, 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. Almost time to go to bed. Committed. Okay, link state is up. That's what I was looking for. That's probably why I didn't see what it looked like before we saved it. So we want to make sure that these links are green before we are able to do any kind of pinging. That's probably why we couldn't ping it. So now let's try to see if we can ping the gateway. We got a reply. Awesome. Now we got to get the server to ping his gateway, which is 172.16.1.1. So where's the server at? The server is over here. We go to, where's that interface? I mean, it's port number 30,004. So we need to open up another window. We put a 4 there. Here is the server. We bring up his command prompt and ping 172.16.1.1, and he got a reply as well. All right, finally, man. The issue here again, what we've learned today is that we need to make a complex password before we can log into the damn firewall. We was able to boot up this PC, give him an IP address, boot up this PC, give him an IP address, boot up that PC, give him an IP address, but for some reason we couldn't change the default password for the Palo Alto firewall. We realized we had to make a more complex password because it kept dumping us back to the prompt without giving us the reason why it didn't like our password. And we realized we need to give it a more complex password. We did that. We was able to log into the firewall, give it a static IP address, and then log into the GUI with this PC right here, the management PC, and able to manage the PC from the GUI, which is located on this screen right here. And then another thing I learned here is that you couldn't just be making changes all willy-nilly and expecting it to happen immediately. You have to commit to the firewall before you can expect to see any kind of change. So I was wondering why shit wasn't pinging or whatever. And these interfaces were not up because we didn't commit it to the firewall yet. So that's another thing that I learned here. We were able to ping from this PC to that gateway, this PC to that gateway. This one, obviously, we can reach there because we were able to manage the firewall with it. Next thing they want us to do is to create an allow ping policy. We go to policies, security, and then add. So let's do that before we finish this lab here. We're almost done. Policies, security, and then add, which is located here. And then from here, we're just going to create one that says allow underscore ping. But I thought that's what the management profile did, but I guess not. But this one is in a policy allow for ping application. So once I'm creating this firewall, once I'm working on this firewall on my job, I need to make sure that I can turn this allow ping feature on. But once I'm done with all the testing and stuff like that, make sure that stuff is off because we don't want to just allow ping from anywhere. Otherwise, we'll be more susceptible to a DDoS attack or any kind of attack that'll render our services useless. What's next thing we want to do here? Policy allow for ping. Configuration tab. Source. This guy. The source, we want to add clients and servers as a source. Clients, add servers as their source. And then we want to do destination. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, destination. Go to the destination tab. And the destination is, I guess, the same thing. Yeah. clients and servers are going to be the destination, clients, servers. Then the application that we want to allow is ping and ICMP, which I thought was the same damn thing, but apparently it's not. Let's see. Ping, like this, and then add another one for ICMP. I guess it's essentially not the same thing according to this firewall, but whatever. We click OK. Now we're allowing ping. We're going to commit to the firewall. When commit, Windows operation click commit. Once that is committed to the firewall, they want us to see if the desktop and the server can ping each other. I don't know how that's going to happen if we didn't create any routes or anything like that, but let's see. Right now we have desktop PC 1 trying to ping 1.2. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's exactly what we're going to do. This PC is going to have to ping the server, and the server is going to have to ping the PC. So that's essentially what we're going to have to be able to do. And then we're going to try to see if the this PC can SSH into the server, which it can't. But we have to do that using a terminal server, but we'll see. And they also want us to see the hit count on these ping requests and replies. So let's go back to that desktop PC right there. Where is he at? Right here. See if he can ping this PC right here. See if this PC can ping that server, which I guess there's no routing we really need to do on here for all that to happen, because it's the same firewall. It's not like firewall to firewall or anything like that. The networks should be reachable from each other. It's the same device, I guess. Ping 172.16.1.1, and he got a reply. So this PC was able to ping. No, my bad. He's pinging that gateway. My bad. I meant to say 1.2. He meant to ping 1.2. And yeah, so he's able to ping. This PC was able to ping the gateway, and he was also ping the server. And then more than likely the server, which is port number 30,004. Here's the server. He should be able to ping the desktop PC, which is 10.1.1.2. So we're going to ping 10.1.1.2. And he definitely got a reply. Man, I'm just gonna close this lab tomorrow. I'm gonna continue this lab, and we're gonna do some static routing with the Palo Alto firewall here. We did some basic implementation of this firewall. Basically, what we did was give this PC an IP address, this PC an IP address, this PC an IP address, and then use this PC to manage this firewall. Once we logged into the firewall, actually no, we logged into this firewall without the PC yet. We had to give him a static IP address for this PC to be able to manage it, and then from there we was able to get into the GUI, which is what we did over here. Now to see the steps are committed right here, and we was able to log into the firewall using the browser and create rules. We allowed ping and allowed this PC to ping that PC and vice versa. We created some zones and stuff like that, and then that's basically what we did. For the next stream, I think tomorrow, if I have time, or if I feel like it, we're going to do some static routing with this firewall here. So some basic stuff. I think I got a lab in here for firewall static routing. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in to the network tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So Kevin said, "Good job. Thanks for your time. I'll try to catch the next one." Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you for tuning in, Kevin. You a real one for staying in this lab watching